Good evening. This is Andy Pollack, President of the YouTube Creators Guild. On behalf of all YouTubers, we would like to congratulate the Writers Guild Association, the WGA, on reaching an agreement with the AMPTP on a new contract. We are very excited as YouTube creators that scripted writers got a fair contract. These writers have been on strike since May 2nd, and officially tomorrow, on September 27th, 2023, officially the writers that officially, pretty much what I'm trying to say here, write the scripts for your movies, your TV shows, they're going back to work. And I also want to mention that because of certain YouTube guidelines, we are very excited to know that within the coming days and weeks, a couple of our fellow Creator Guild members who are involved in late night TV shows will be going back to work. We know for the past couple of months, it's been very damaging to their YouTube channels that they have not been able to produce new content now for almost the past 6 months. We are very excited for them to get back to work and start producing fresh new content for you guys. It has been very difficult knowing that for the past couple of months, the algorithm of videos that are here on YouTube, along with the ad revenues that these videos produce, have not been applicable to Google, our parent company. We are very thrilled that they will be going back to work, the late night comedy hosts. And as I just mentioned, hopefully you will see them back here on YouTube within the next couple of weeks. Their writers are a very important part of what makes them capable and productive members of our guild. Before we get into the summary of the contract, I urge anybody, if you are a YouTuber, if you are a writer, I suggest to please consider joining a SAG-AFTRA picket near you for the remaining days that the strike could go on with SAG-AFTRA. This is very important to their cause, as we've been fully behind President Fran Drescher now for the past 2 months. We are very optimistic and hopeful that the actors will go back to work as soon as possible and reach an agreement with the AMPTP. So without further ado, we're going to get into the contract right now. So officially, this contract was settled back on Sunday night. Today, all members of the WGA ratified this contract. Now, this contract will begin officially tomorrow. The term of the agreement will last until May 1st of 2026. Let's get into a couple of the minimum increases. Salary increases will begin in May of 2024. There will be a 4% increase in 2024 and a 3.5% increase in 2025. Minimum and rate increases less mostly will be 3% each year, while a few rates will increase only once or will not increase over the contract. These expectations are a result of patterns established in the industry. There will be increased health and pension contribution rates. Beginning in 2025, earnings will increase 0.5% from 11.5% to 12%. The Writers Guild has also had the right to divert an additional 0.5% in each of the second and third years of the contract from various minimum increases to either the health fund or the pension fund. Each writer on a writing team employed for a script will receive pension and health contributions up to the relevant cap as though they were a single writer rather than splitting the applicable cap. In addition, when a writing team is employed on a series, the contribution for each writer with the team will be made on the full weekly minimum instead of 1/2 of the weekly minimum. Now, we've been talking about artificial intelligence for the past couple of months. This contract will have strict regulations for the use of AI. The following begins tomorrow. Number 1, AI cannot write or rewrite literary material. AI-generated material will not be considered source materials under the NBA, meaning that AI-generated material cannot be used to undermine a writer's credit or separated rights. A writer can choose to use AI while performing writing services if the company consents and provides the writer follow applicable company policies, but the company cannot require the writer to use AI, for an example, ChatGPT, while performing writing services. So basically what this means, summarize it to make the words make a lot of sense here. Basically, writers can choose to use AI, however, producers can't require them to use AI. The company, whoever the writer is employed with, must disclose to the writer if any materials given to the writer have been generated by AI or incorporate AI general material. The Writers Guild reserves the right to assert that the exploitation of writers' material to train AI is prohibited by NBA or other law. So basically, there will be new residuals. So basically, here's an example. For instance, if a show gets posted on Netflix, or let's say for our sake as part of the YouTube Creators Guild, because we do want to follow this very closely here. Let's say that a YouTube original series gets produced here on this platform. A residual for that show and for the writers of that show will increase gradually over time. So this is the important news for that. There will also be viewership-based streaming bonuses. So basically, your salary is going to increase per episode. There you go. I mean, this is very important here. I mean, look at how salaries might be kept on par here. And I want to mention there is a 96-page document. So I will leave the links for Writers Guild and SAG-AFTRA in the description below. Writers Guild strike information with the contract and the latest information on finding a picket near you. And I will mention that anybody from the general public can join a SAG-AFTRA picket. You just have to fill the registration out, etc., and then go from there. So, I also want to mention one last thing regarding writers for YouTube channels. If you are a WGA member, this is also a big day for you, because you worked hard to get this contract. And whoever you're writing for, if it's a YouTube original series, if it's a writer for a YouTube channel specifically here on this platform and you're unionized, this is important to you. You earned this contract. You worked hard. You picketed. You negotiated. You fought nail and thin. And now, this will hopefully mean the Screen Actors Guild is up next. So with that, thank you very much for watching. And we will continue here at the YouTube Creators Guild to stand strong with SAG-AFTRA until they get a fair contract.